Welcome. Imagine a platform where your thoughts about the future turn into real trades and every world event becomes a market. That's Polymarket, a blockchain-based prediction service where you can trade probabilities. How it works. Everything here runs on USDC cryptocurrency and profits can be taken even before an event ends. You choose what to bet on. Sports matches, crypto prices, political decisions, economic events, even the weather or the most unusual headlines. Sometimes Polymarket hosts truly exotic markets. You could even bet on scenarios as unlikely as the second coming of Jesus. But in this video, we'll leave those aside and focus on what really matters. Why prediction markets are rapidly gaining popularity, how to register on the platform, and what steps you need to take to get started. And this is only the beginning of the journey. Support the video with a like and subscribe to always receive new, useful materials. All additional resources and links are already collected in the description. Everything you need for practice and growth is right there. Why prediction markets are growing. Prediction markets are a new branch of financial markets that began to grow rapidly with the launch of Polymarket in 2020. In just a few years, they've evolved from a niche experiment into a significant tool for analysis and profit. Key reasons for growth: fatigue with classic trading. Charts, candles, longs, and shorts require knowledge and preparation. Prediction markets are simpler. Just stay informed and evaluate outcomes. News as a standalone asset. Political decisions, elections, court cases, and regulatory statements directly affect markets. Now, the news flow itself can be monetized. With so many events, outcomes are often unpredictable, watching is exciting, participating even more profitable. Power of personal analysis. In trading, many rely on signals from others. In prediction markets, you analyze facts yourself and place bets. The winner isn't the fastest, but the one who understands patterns best. Media popularity. Polymarket was actively discussed on X, Twitter, and Discord. Users debated probabilities, shared thoughts on odds, and tracked market dynamics. During the 2024 US presidential election, the platform gained huge resonance. Its data was even used as an alternative to opinion polls. Institutional interest. By 2026, Polymarket had become the largest prediction aggregator, surpassing competitor Kalshi. Attention from media, investors, and the crypto community transformed prediction markets from entertainment into a full-fledged financial instrument. Prediction markets are rapidly gaining popularity because they combine three key qualities: simplicity, relevance, and engagement. Unlike traditional financial instruments, where you need to understand complex charts and abstract models, here people bet on events they see and understand every day. Elections, sports matches, economic decisions. This makes the market closer to real life and turns forecasting into an exciting process. An extra boost came from media attention and institutional interest. They helped establish prediction markets as a new form of financial market, blending analysis, excitement, and the opportunity to earn. What is Polymarket? Polymarket is a platform where the future becomes a market. Events turn into contracts and forecasts become investments. It's built on a simple principle. A yes or no bet is issued as a contract with a $1 nominal value. Its price reflects the probability of the outcome. If the market is 67% confident, the contract costs 67 cents. With a correct forecast, you receive $1. With a wrong forecast, you lose your stake. This isn't just a game. It's a way to see how collective opinion shapes the value of the future. What makes it special? Collective opinion. Price is formed by supply and demand. The more people believe in an outcome, the higher the contract's value. Wisdom of the crowd. On average, collective forecasts prove more accurate than the opinion of a single expert. Transparent metric. Event probability is expressed not in words or likes, but in real money users are willing to stake. Polymarket transforms the noise of information into a clear figure, the probability of an event backed by the capital of thousands of people. This makes the platform not only a tool for earning, but also a kind of barometer of public opinion. Polymarket versus casino versus trading. At first glance, betting on probabilities may look like gambling or trading, but the differences are fundamental. Polymarket versus casino. In a casino or with a bookmaker, you play against the platform itself. Odds are fixed and calculated to keep the house profitable. On Polymarket, it's different. It's a blockchain platform on Polygon where trades are transparent and open. The system works peer-to-peer. You interact directly with other users, not a company. Polymarket versus trading. In trading, you try to guess price movements. News can push markets up or down in unpredictable ways. On Polymarket, the bet is categorical. The event either happens or it doesn't. You don't need to guess how the market interprets news. Just evaluate the outcome itself. This makes the process simpler and clearer than classic trading. Polymarket is neither a casino nor traditional trading. It's a prediction market where odds are dynamic and shaped by participants. The platform provides infrastructure, while results are determined by collective opinion and demand. How people earn here. To understand Polymarket's mechanics, let's look at one of the most discussed bets. Bitcoin's price by the end of 2026. Market snapshot. Belief in Bitcoin reaching $250,000. About 5% of participants. Belief in a crash to $5,000 to $10,000. Even lower, around 3 to 4%. The majority sees growth to $75,000, with 85% betting on it. Other scenarios. Drop to $55,000, probability 78%. Rise to $80,000, probability 71%. Drop to $50,000, probability 66%. Rise to $90,000, probability 50%. Example trade. Let's take the bet on $250,000. A yes contract costs only 5.2 cents. The market sees this scenario as unlikely. A no contract costs almost $1, 94.9 cents. Most participants choose no, but this is exactly where profit opportunities appear. How profit works. Imagine strong news breaks, a sharp BTC rally, inflow of institutional money, positive macroeconomic signals, full legalization of crypto. Even if $250,000 still looks unrealistic, the market begins to reassess risk. Probability rises from 5% to 10-15%. The price of yes climbs from just over 5 cents to around 10-15 cents. The price of no drops from nearly 95 cents to 85-90 cents. And here's the moment. The outcome is still far away, but expectations have shifted. You sell your contracts before the deadline and lock in profit. Concrete calculation. Buy 1,000 yes contracts at 5.2 cents. Investment $52. Sell at 10 cents. Receive $100. Net profit $48. This is profit not from the event itself, but from the change in probability driven by market sentiment. Like when complex things are explained simply with real examples, then hit subscribe and turn on the bell. More guides, case studies, and detailed breakdowns are on the way. We're preparing content to help you sharpen your skills and move forward with confidence. Registration and wallet connection. To access the Polymarket, the first step is creating an account. Platform access. Polymarket isn't available in all countries. If the site doesn't load, turn on a VPN or proxy. But remember, in some regions, deposits may be blocked, so choose the right geo. The list of restricted countries is in the video description. Creating an account. At the top of the site, click Sign Up. You can log in via Google or Apple. Or connect a crypto wallet right away. MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, Phantom, or any of the dozens supported through Wallet Connect. If you register with email, you'll still need to add a wallet later, so it's easier to choose the wallet option from the start. Connecting a wallet. I personally use MetaMask. It's convenient and familiar. You can log in via Google, Apple, seed phrase, or create a new wallet. Once connected, your account is ready to go. Depositing funds. Now, it's time to add funds. If the country is set incorrectly, the deposit button will be inactive. Polymarket runs on the Polygon network, so all operations take place there. Why Polygon? Polygon is a blockchain built on top of Ethereum, focused on speed and low fees. Minimum bet, just $1. Fees, fractions of a cent, since the network isn't overloaded and doesn't use gas auctions. Polygon can process thousands of transactions per second, making Polymarket convenient even for small deposits. Funding your balance. To start playing on Polymarket, you need to add crypto to your account. USDC, the key to betting. The main currency here is USDC, a stable crypto dollar pegged 1.1 to the regular dollar. You can buy it on any major exchange. Transferring to your wallet. When withdrawing to your wallet, for example MetaMask, always select the Polygon Matic network. Any other network simply won't be recognized by Polymarket. Whether you're a beginner or already experienced, if you don't yet have an exchange or wallet, all the necessary links are in the description. These are trusted platforms where new users get extra bonuses. Join our referral team and start your crypto journey the right way. Alternative method. Besides transferring from an exchange, you can also deposit directly via Transfer Crypto. After a successful transaction, your balance will appear in the top panel under Cash. After registration and funding your balance, the fund begins on the site itself. This is where Polymarket's full functionality opens up. On the top panel, you'll find key sections. Trends, the most discussed events right now. Big headlines, political decisions, the Olympics, and unique markets like tweet markets, where you can predict the number of posts by Elon Musk or Donald Trump. Latest news, fresh bets added in the last 24 hours, a great way to track current topics. New, markets that have just appeared and still have low liquidity. Here you can be among the first to enter and catch favorable odds. Categories cover everything: politics, sports, crypto, culture, and more. They're arranged by popularity, so the hottest topics are always front and center. Example, Bitcoin market. From trends, we select the BTC market. On screen, you'll see the Bitcoin price chart, and on the right, the betting interface. The system will ask you to confirm your wallet and allow the use of USDC. At the bottom of the page, there's a description of the bet conditions. For example, whether the price will rise or fall within 15 minutes. How the market works. Data comes from Chainlink BTC USD. If the price at the end of the time window is equal to or higher than the starting price, the market is considered up. If lower, down. In the comments, you can see other participants' opinions, the largest holders, and recent trades. Liquidity and dynamics. High liquidity. Many participants and funds. Prices move smoothly. Easy to buy or sell shares. Low liquidity, risk of sharp swings, and difficulty exiting positions. Each card has its own deadline. Short 15-minute bets are a quick way to get results. Long-term markets can span weeks, months, or even a full year. The Polymarket interface is simple. Top, categories and filters. Center, charts and bets. Bottom, market details and participant activity. Everything is transparent and easy to navigate, helping you quickly orient yourself and make decisions. How to make your first trade? To demonstrate Polymarket's mechanics, let's walk through a step-by-step bet on Bitcoin's price by year-end. 1. Check the market. First, look at liquidity. The higher it is, the easier it is to trade without sharp price swings. Then check the deadline. In our example, it's 11:59 p.m., December 31st, Eastern Time. 2. Read the rules. The card states the bet is resolved using Binance, BTC USDT data. Condition: if at least one 1-minute candle during the period reaches or exceeds the target price. Outcome is yes. If not, no. 3. Analyze the situation. Check the news, regulatory decisions, and crypto market dynamics. You can also consider the majority opinion, since participants are voting with real money. Depending on your stance, you can play different scenarios. Optimists buy cheap yes contracts on high targets. For example, $250,000. Skeptics bet on no or lower levels. 4. Place the trade. Suppose we're optimists and believe in growth to $250,000. Yes contract costs 5.2 cents. No contract costs almost $1, 94.9 cents. Click yes. Enter an amount, say $5. 5. Confirm the purchase. Polymarket immediately shows potential winnings. Each share bought at 5.2 cents pays out $1 if correct. Confirm the transaction in your wallet, for example, MetaMask. All current positions are displayed in your portfolio. 6. Possible outcome. If the forecast is correct, profit is 94.8 cents per contract. If we had bought no at 94.9 cents, then if Bitcoin fell below the target, profit would be only 5.1 cents per dollar. Your first trade on Polymarket isn't just a simple yes or no bet, it's a full strategy. Analyzing rules, choosing a position, buying a contract, and managing it until the deadline. How to lock in profit. The main advantage of Polymarket is that you can secure profit even before the event is finished. Unlike classic betting, where you must wait until the match ends, here you're trading probabilities. Example situation. Suppose we bought yes contracts on Bitcoin reaching $250,000 by year end at 5.2 cents. Suddenly, a powerful news story breaks. A sharp BTC rally, institutional money flowing in, positive macroeconomic signals, full legalization of crypto. Even if $250,000 still looks unrealistic, the market starts reassessing risk. Probability rises from 5% to 10-15%. The price of yes jumps from 5.2 cents to 70, 80, 90 cents. We can sell contracts and lock in profit within a day, and without waiting until year end. How to sell? There's a sell button. You can choose the percentage of your position. Sell part or all 100%. Important, price depends on demand. If you sell immediately after buying, it may even be lower, since a buyer must be willing to take the contract. You can also place a limit order, just like in trading, to sell at your desired price. But if liquidity is low, the order may not execute. Strategy in action. Polymarket works like a market. We analyze news and probabilities, choose a scenario, yes or no, enter at a price, and exit before the deadline, fixing profit or loss. Here, success isn't just about guessing the final outcome. It's about correctly evaluating price and risk. That's why Polymarket often feels more intuitive for beginners than trading, though risks remain, as with any financial operation. Risks of Polymarket. Polymarket looks simple and transparent, but it has hidden pitfalls you need to keep in mind. 1. Interpretation of rules. The main risk isn't price or volatility, it's misunderstanding the rules. You might predict the market direction correctly, but lose because of misreading the contract terms. For example, a Bitcoin bet may rely only on Binance data, not other exchanges. If you check charts elsewhere, your result could be wrong. That's why you should always read not just the headline, but the full contract conditions. 2. Liquidity. Not all markets are equally popular. If trading volume is low, selling your position may be difficult. With low liquidity, prices swing sharply, and you can get stuck in a trade. It's better to choose major events with plenty of participants and money involved. 3. Long-term bets. Some markets don't close for months. If you bet on a year-end outcome and don't exit early, you'll be waiting a long time. During that time, it may be impossible to sell your position, simply because there's no buyer. 4. Financial discipline. Polymarket is still a financial instrument. Never put your entire deposit into one event. Outcomes can be unexpected and loss is painful. Only invest amounts you can afford to lose. The risks of Polymarket are less about price movement and more about the human factor. Investing is much broader than Polymarket. In our Telegram channel, we show how to trade wisely and manage capital, sharing strategies and useful insights, all explained clearly and accessibly. The link is in the description. Join us today. Who Polymarket is for? Polymarket isn't just a betting platform, it's a tool that combines analysis, news, and crypto. It can be useful for different categories of users. For news enthusiasts, if you actively follow politics, economics, sports, or crypto and know how to spot patterns in the news, Polymarket gives you the chance to turn that skill into income. Here, the winner is the one who interprets the information flow faster and more accurately, for those who don't want to dive into trading. Technical analysis, charts, and indicators aren't for everyone. On Polymarket, things are simpler. You only need to decide whether an event will happen or not. Logic and attention to facts matter more than knowledge of complex tools. Polymarket is a great starting point for those just getting into blockchain. Here you'll learn how to create wallets, buy USDC, work on the Polygon network. It's practical crypto use without complicated trading schemes. Today, news is available to everyone 24/7, but the ability to turn it into a tool for analysis and profit is rare. It's important to remember, any financial operation carries risks. That's why you need to approach them consciously, with an understanding of the rules and readiness to take responsibility for your decisions. The value of Polymarket. Polymarket shows that the future can not only be discussed, but also measured in numbers. It's a new type of market where value is born from collective opinion and profit comes from the ability to see just a little further than the rest. Did you find something valuable here? Support the video with a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you don't miss new step-by-step breakdowns. Check out our Telegram group. We're building an active community of crypto traders, sharing insights, discussing strategies, and exchanging practical advice. It's a space where everyone can contribute, ask questions, and get support from like-minded people. And in the comments, tell us how you feel about Polymarket and what your experience has been, whether successful or challenging. Your stories help create a real picture and make the discussion more valuable for everyone. Share your thoughts, join the debates, and add your observations. That's how a strong community is built. See you in the next videos and new step-by-step breakdowns.